When did you realize that the stuff you learned doesn't actually matter? I was sitting in AP Chemistry junior year, staring at the whiteboard like it was written in ancient hieroglyphics. My teacher was going on about molecular bonds, electron configuration, something about covalent sharing. I wasn't listening. I was too busy having an existential crisis at 10:47 a.m. on a Wednesday, because suddenly it hit me. When am I ever gonna use this? I'm not trying to be a scientist. I'm not trying to work in a lab wearing safety goggles and pretending beakers are exciting. So why was I spending 2 hours every night memorizing formulas I'd forget faster than a Snapchat message? I looked over at my friend Nolan. This dude was taking notes. Actual note, writing down every word like the teacher was handing out lottery numbers. So I leaned over and whispered, "Yo, what do you even want to do after high school?" He didn't even look up, just kept writing and said, "Graphic designer." I blinked. "Bro, you're learning about atoms right now." He shrugged. "Yeah, I know. How does that help you make logos?" He paused, looked at his notes, then back at me. "I have no idea." And that's when I knew the system was broken. But it got worse. We had this massive exam coming up, worth 40% of our grade. The kind of test that makes your parents suddenly care about your GPA. So I did what any terrified junior would do. I studied. I'm talking full academic lockdown, flashcard, practice problem, YouTube videos with titles like Ionic Bonds Explained in 8 Minutes. I spent an entire week glued to my desk like I was preparing for war. The night before the test, I quizzed myself until my brain felt like it was gonna leak out my ears. I walked into that classroom the next day feeling unstoppable, like I had unlocked forbidden knowledge. I sat down, cracked my knuckles, and demolished that test. 94%. I felt like a genius. Nolan got an 89% and looked genuinely upset about it. I told him, "Dude, we're fine. We crushed it." He nodded. We fist bumped. Life was good. Fast forward 1 month. Our teacher decided to do a fun review game in class. You know, one of those things where teachers pretend competition makes learning enjoyable. She split us into teams and started firing off questions. First question, directed at me. "All right, let's start easy. Can you explain what an ionic bond is?" I froze. My brain went completely blank, like someone hit the factory reset button on my entire memory. I stared at her. She stared back. The class stared at both of us. I said, It's when atoms do a thing?" She tilted her head. "A thing? Yeah, like they bond, ionically." Someone in the back laughed. Nolan was next to me looking equally lost. She asked him to help me out. He said, "I think it's about sharing." "No, that's covalent," she said. He nodded like he knew that. He didn't. She moved on to someone else. They didn't know either. No one in the class could answer it. This was literally the first question on the exam we all just took a month ago. The same exam where I wrote a full essay about ionic bonds. The teacher just laughed. Not even a mean laugh, just a tired, dead inside laugh. She said, "Well, that's why we keep learning." I wanted to scream. "Ma'am, I spent 20 hours of my life memorizing this. I gave up sleep, social interaction, and my will to live for a 94%